Good afternoon and welcome to the closing session for the third ETNCC. We've been here since Wednesday on this conference. We had the privilege of the Honorable Minister on Wednesday opening the conference for us. We also had the privilege to host the Vice Chancellor of NAST, giving a remark at the opening session. In addition to those, we had keynote speakers. I think we had two, Professor Manoj Chaudhry, and then we had Dr. David Oyedokun. We also had from our industry partners, TC, as they appear in the program. So today we are here to conclude the session. My name is Swama Hamunyela. I'll be your director of the session this afternoon. Without further ado, let me invite to the podium Dr. Barbanyika Munyarati, who will be giving us the welcoming remark to this session. Please welcome, Dr.
Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you so much to our Director of Proceedings, Professor Amiela. My task this afternoon is to welcome you to this valedictory session. To each and everyone, to us, the presenters, the invited guests, the delegates, and all the honored guests that we had, as we come to the conclusion of our conference, it is my pleasure and my honor to welcome you to the valedictory section. So indeed, it has been a very eventful 2-3 days that we had when we congregated under the theme of emerging trends in networks and computer networks. And for me, it was a session when I had quite a number of key takeaways that I'm going to reflect on as we come to the conclusion of the conference. As you have heard from our Director of Ceremonies, we had quite a number of keynote speakers and distinguished speakers from day number 1. And in day number 2, we had a unique event when, as part of our conference, we had the Faculty Research Day under the theme High Performance Computing and Artificial Intelligence for Effective Research and Innovation in Namibia. Indeed, we were challenged by the presentations that were delivered on that day, and we were also challenged by the collegiality that we received from the African colleagues, because the second day was also the African Research Symposium. So from the discussions and the presentations that ensued, it showed that there is quite a lot that we still have to do in terms of making sure that we harness the power of high-performance computing and artificial intelligence for research and innovation, not only in Namibia, but in Africa and the other developing economies. Another highlight that I would like to point out is the panel discussion on rethinking the FCI strategy for research and innovation. And I think this was something that was also thought-provoking, as it mapped out possibilities for us as we move into the future. Also, as part of the conference, we had quite insightful workshops. In particular, I would like to highlight the workshop on high-performance commuting in Namibia, which outlines the roads we have traveled so far, including all the challenges that we have encountered and the bright prospects that lie ahead of us. So without any doubt, this work that was presented here, which continued today from many insightful research, is quite important as we look at how we can harness high performance computing and artificial intelligence into the future. So I am excited about the future based on the cutting edge research that was presented here. So without wasting much of your time, let me take this opportunity to welcome each and every one of you to this valedictory session as we get to hear the highlights of our conference in more detail. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Dr. Marabanika, who well summarized welcome remark, and also for highlighting the key aspects of the conference that we had in the past days and also today. For me, one of the notable speeches we had or talks that I've had in this conference was from Professor Kotari yesterday. And I think a number of you that are in the room will agree with me that most of us were humbled by that talk. So yeah, having said so, let me invite to the podium Professor Dempsey. Professor Dempsey is going to talk to us about the recommendations that came out of this conference. As you all know, Professor Dempsey is the UNESCO chairholder. That is entirely responsible for this conference. Professor,
thank you.
All protocol observed. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. All are in.
Afternoon.
After these 3 days of intense and very productive work, accumulating in more than 1 year of preparation, the organizing committee wishes to summarize what has been learned and proposed. The conference, Emerging Trend in Network Computer Communications, set out to propose new technologies, share experiences, and discuss future solutions for designing emerging trend in network computer communications. ETNCC conference provides common platform for pioneer academic researchers, scientists, industrial engineers, and the students to share their views and achievement and proposed technology in the field of high performance computing technology, smart computing, big data infrastructure, analytics, and cybersecurity. On the behalf of Technical Program Committee, it is my pleasure to present 2023 ETNCC Conference Report and Recommendations. The conference is organized by the Faculty of Computing Informatics at Namibian Institute of Science and Technology in hybrid mode. And the conference is technically co-sponsored by the IEEE South Africa section and supported by IEEE Region 8. And of course, approved by IEEE. ETNCC features a high quality technical program across the wide range of research areas in high performance computing, emerging trends in network and computer communications. Conference covers emerging trends in wired wireless networks, high performance computing, intelligent computing, smart communication and networking, IoT automation, vehicle communications, artificial intelligence, and edge computing, blockchain technology, and cybersecurity. Director ceremony. Over 200 participants and experts from 13 countries and 4 continents participated online as well as in person. ETNCC fortunate to receive one 129 papers, of which 48 papers were accepted for the technical programs after double-blind peer-reviewed process. The acceptance rate for the submitted paper is 37%. The competitive acceptance rate of 37% reflect the prestigious and popularity of ETNCC to our research community. Paper were presented in 8 different technical sessions. Accepted paper will be submitted for inclusion in IEEE Explorer, subject to meeting IEEE Explorer's scope and quality requirements, and will become the part of world highest quality body of technical literature in computing, informatics, science, engineering, and technologies. 11 invited distinguished speakers presented groundbreaking work on trend of data, on data networks, as well as communication and high-performance computing. Day 1 on 16th August, the conference began the inaugural session, followed by 2 distinguished speaker sessions, was organized by the conference features 8 eminent speakers from USA, South Africa, and India. In the afternoon, 3 technical sessions were organized for paper presentation. Day 2, 17th August 2023. The Faculty of Research Day consisted an inaugural session, 3 keynote speeches, and the African Research Symposium. The African Research Symposium program included the invited talk, oral contribution from African researchers. In the afternoon, a panel discussion on rethinking FCI strategy for research and innovation in response to key shifts in global economy was organized. Further, a workshop on high-performance computing in Namibia. The road we traveled was organized by the HPC experts from UNAM and NUST. The workshop establishes a working group, and we decided to organize a full-day workshop with industries. On 18th August, day 3, an invited talk and 3 technical sessions were held for paper presentation. The recommendations or messages that emerged from the conferences are as follows. HPC technology are one of the today's most important technology transforming the economic and society. The intelligent edge is the foundation of future digital business and its ecosystem. The degree of risk of cybersecurity threats that smart grids are facing has grown rapidly in recent years. As computing and blockchain technology paradigm may provide data filtering at the edge, security, data integrity, and privacy with the help of decentralized and distributed ledger of trust. Machine learning methods have demonstrated promised in precisely identifying ransomware while consuming a minimal amount of resources. A machine learning based ransomware detection that utilize wave evidence analysis techniques and works on constant resources, leading to scalable model training and efficient development. The security vulnerability in mHealth applications arises due to solo development for developers. A blockchain-powered constant-based access control method model is useful for enforcing patient-provide agreement and other applications policy and attributes for policy compliance and providence in the healthcare sector. Intrusion detection in unbalanced network traffic use machine learning and deep learning, and this process uses a difficult set sampling method algorithm to avoid imbalance problem in the network. As detection technique are assessment techniques and the canny techniques with OTSU perform better among plain, complex, as well as for mixed noise background. And artificial deep learning based methods for mapping applications core to the 3D NOC architecture can be used to reduce the total energy consumption of the system. Software-defined network further introduce intelligent network centralization to improve the routing optimization. A dedicated traffic engineering middle box can be introduced for link failure detection and backup of computation in the architecture of software-defined network. Residual convolutional neural network combines with long short-term memory network approach, unless the leaky RLU activation and special dropout regularization for input RMA detection. A modified k-means clustering algorithm and artificial neural network can be used for predicting the startup successful and the failure. A blockchain authentication method that utilizes machine learning techniques that uses smart contract to ensure the security and privacy of Internet of Health data. Blockchain powered approach can be detected to prevent cyber attacks targeting IoT devices that establish a secure and user-friendly environment by coupling blockchain technology, immutable and decentralized nature. Blockchain technology has a potential to support the objective of the cold pharmaceutical chain. Now, give warmly thanks to the keynote speakers, reviewers, session chairs, and all researcher scientists who contributed to the conference organization with their time and efforts. But all of above, we thank the authors, presenters for making the ETNCC conference a great success. I wish to acknowledge with appreciation the role played by the program members of the Technical Program Committee, session chair, and the moderator. I thank you.
Thank you so much, Professor Damsey. So rightly put that the emerging technology is quite useful to resolve most of the challenges that we are facing nowadays. You highlighted the use of blockchain, machine learning, and security in healthcare and other sectors, including agriculture. So once again, please, let's give a round of applause. Right. So I am going on with this program, and at this point, I would love to invite Dr. Colin Stanley. Is somebody? Is Dr. Colin Stanley available for the talk? Or is it? Oh, yeah. Professor, are you delivering the speech on behalf of Dr. Andrew Nikanja? Thank you.
Afternoon, good morning from different parts of the world. As introduced, I'm Fungai Bunushawa. I'm going to be standing in for the DVC Deputy Vice Chancellor for Teaching, Learning and Technology at the University, in the Namibia University of Science and Technology, Dr. Andrew Nikondo, to give closing remarks. So I'll be reading. Director of Ceremonies, Prof. Swama Amunyela, the Associate Dean of School of Informative Journalism and Media Technology, Acting Executive Dean for the Faculty of Computing and Informatics and General Chair, Professor Jaram Singh, the UNESCO Chair holder and the Program Chair for the ETNCC Conference 2023. Professor Atli Mnyaradzi-Kamundani, as local chair for the ETNCC. Dr. Mnyaradzi-Maravanyika, the head of department informatics, faculty members, researchers, scientists, students, ladies and gentlemen. A good afternoon to you. I'm delighted to deliver these closing remarks at the closing of a successful 2023 International Conference on Emerging Trends in Networks and Communications, ETNCC. The conference was organized by the UNESCO Chair on Secure High Performance Computing for Higher Education and Research, the Faculty of Computing and Informatics, Namibia University of Science and Technology, in partnership with the IEEE South Africa section and supported by the IEEE Region 8 in hybrid mode from the 15th to the 18th of August 2023. Congratulations to the organizing team committee for successfully hosting this prestigious IEEE conference. Many exciting and technically rich presentations were made, complemented by notable expert presentations, workshops, and student research symposium. I believe many good experiences have been shared and worthy lessons learned. I'm sure that during these 3 days, everyone who attended insightful knowledge interactions and established lasting connections for sharing research matters in this ever dynamic field of yours. Director of ceremonies. The research demonstrated that the industry-oriented, skill-focused work by scientists can be used to address national socioeconomic goals in line with our Vision 2030, Harambee Prosperity Plan 2, and Africa 2063 agenda. The relationship between academia and industry was demonstrated through technological innovations and policy reforms in research-worthy papers that were shared through the period of this conference, which can provide the needed solutions to industry upon implementation. This in turn will enhance the national economies and livelihoods of citizens. The 2 workshops hosted have expanded the knowledge on application and usage of HPC technologies and applications in education to drive the growth of the Namibian economy and the globe in general. The second workshop will influence the future directions of the faculty research agenda as they respond to industrial challenges within Namibia. Allow me to extend a special thank you to the inaugural speaker, Professor Manoy Chaudhry, Vice Chancellor Gadshak, Vishva Naya, Medora, and invited guests for delivering such enriching speeches. For each session, I would like to applaud the researchers for their contributions to the Board of Knowledge. UNESCO Chair Commission, MTC, we are grateful for your support to enable the success of this event. To our line minister, Honorable Itakanji Murangi, we appreciate your support always. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like also to take this opportunity to appreciate the university management for their unwavering support to scientific works within the institution. I would also like to appreciate you all experts who added value to the conference experience. I hope that the ETNCC conference can impact all of us to foster significantly and empower society through science and technology from sustainable innovation. To conclude, let me take this opportunity to invite you to the 2024 ETNCC. I thank you.
Thank you so much, Professor Bonashaba, for a closing remark. I have taken note during the opening remark of the Vice Chancellor. If anyone had a quick look at the visit that day, you would have noted that he was really happy to note that FCI is once again having this conference, and it's good. I'm sure that he's going to be very happy to know that there's a 4th one coming in 2024. So having said so, is you have heard that yesterday was also FCI's Research Day. We had presenters from the Faculty of Computing and presenters from the rest of the African countries. For the Faculty of Computing presenters, we were also looking for the best presenter among our PhD and master's students. So at this point, before we get to the vote of thanks, I would like to call on the best presenters Masters, we have Madam Helena Hainane. I'm not sure if she's here or the supervisor is here. And is available. I can, anyone can celebrate.
Certificate will be there.
Yes, the certificates will be printed later and they can collect from FCI. So for the PhD presenters, PhD candidates, we had Mr. Jane Arpit.
I think Prof should also join.
The supervisor should join.
Yes,
Supervisor.
that's right. Prof,
The supervisor.
Prof, please join us.
All right, so while we're finishing the picture session, we're sharing the gift, right?
Yes.
I would just like to get Professor Ashley ready for the thanks. And while Prof. Gamdani is getting ready, I'm just saying thank you to all of you for being here. There are people who sat in this room for the 3 days.
Thank you. Thank you.
Intensely. Thank you. And there are people who have been online tuning into this session. Prof. Gamdani is coming up to say thank you to all of you. The administrative in the background and so forth. Please don't forget to thank them.
It's an easy task. I've already been told what to say. And I'm just gonna repeat that and my task is done. I'll start by saying thank you, Director of Ceremonies, for making my life very easy. I'll just reiterate on the emphasis that you've placed to thank all the attendees. So, in an official capacity, let me say, ladies and gentlemen, it is my esteemed privilege to present the vote of thanks as we conclude the 3-day international conference on 2023 emerging trends in networks and computer communication held here at the illustrious High-Tech Transfer Plaza Select HTTPS of our NAST here at our lower campus. First and foremost, our heartfelt gratitude goes to Dr. Erod Norma, the Vice Chancellor of NAST, for his inspiring welcome remarks, Prof. Dharam Singh Jat, for giving us a holistic overview of the conference and setting the tone for the insightful sessions that followed. We would like to extend our appreciation to Mr. Wilder Jr.'s, Prof. David Oyedun, and Prof. Mayon Chapri for their invaluable contributions. Special mention to Dr. Itakanji Murangi for gracing us with the opening remarks, setting a visionary path for the entire event. Our distinguished speakers have been the backbone of this conference. The depth and breadth of knowledge shared by Prof. Indrashi Ray, Prof. B. Antoine Bagula, Dr. Indrash Ray, Dr. Deepak Gelk, and Dr. Ashutosh Dutta, Prof. Seshadri Mohan, and Prof. Raj Shein were nothing short of enlightening. We thank them profoundly for their time and wisdom. The technical sessions have been the crux of our conference, giving platform to emerging voices in the field. We owe our gratitude to all the chairs, moderators, and every researcher and academician who presented their groundbreaking studies. A big thank you to Dr. Maino Singh, Goa, and Dr. Hena Ratho, and Prof. Suraj Katari, and the panelists for enlightening us with their profound knowledge. The African Research Symposium showcased the brilliance of African researchers. Each presentation added a unique perspective. For that, we are immensely grateful. Our deepest gratitude goes to Prof. Fungai Bunushawa for your leadership throughout the conference, and Prof. Soma Hamnyela for brilliantly carrying this baton of this valedictory. We must commend the efforts of our technical experts, especially Prof. Menashki Tripathi, for sharing their insights and deep diving into contemporary issues. Last but by no means least, our thanks to every attendee who actively participated, whether physically or online, and asked questions, shared insights, making this a truly interactive and fruitful gathering. To our behind-the-scenes team, from the technical support to the event coordinators and hospitality staff, thank you for ensuring a seamless flow. Our sponsors, I want to emphasize and really be clear about this special mention. To Ms. Raona Matthews, the active secretary in the Executive Dean's Office. She has been the powerhouse behind some of the events, last minute request for this event to be what it is today. I'm not really forgetting your team, colleagues. I can see someone is looking at my face for me to mention your name. I haven't forgotten you, Erica. Thank you so much. We are confident that the knowledge exchanged, partnerships formed, and discussions held during these 3 days will go a long way in shaping the future of networks and computer communications. Let's keep the momentum going, continue collaborating, and propel the industry forward, years to a future of innovation, security, and progress. Thank you all, and safe travels to our international guests. Thank you so much.
Right. Thank you so much, Prof. Adley, and thank you all once again. We have officially come to the end of this conference. I hope to see you again next year, and that you will be here physically or online. Go ahead and enjoy the rest of the weekend. Enjoy yourself. Yes, food. Yeah, there's food. Is it not after lunch? The hotel school is open for us. Please just make sure that you put out the line ticket. That's here from this school. Good. Anything else? And the things that we made today, I'm praying for them.
Excellent. As usual.
You took my pen.
Well done. Thank you. Congratulations.
But we're not so far. Thank you.